joined now by the boss of a company called International Cannabis Corporation. It just listed on the Venture Exchange, and it has the right, it has a license to produce marijuana for the Uruguay government. Well, here is the boss of the company, the Chief Executive Officer, Guillermo Delmonte. Great to see you.
Thank you very much, Andrew. It's a pleasure for me to be here. This week has been very special for us. We are the first South American licensed producer to go public in the Toronto Stock Exchange, so that's amazing for us.
So you're from Uruguay yourself.
Yes.
Now, it's a country of 3.4 million. It never has been plagued by the kind of drug crime in the rest of Latin America, but it went ahead and legalized recreational cannabis. Can you just remind us what Uruguay has done?
Yes, they fully legalized not only the recreational was the first step, but then they moved forward to the industrial hemp and the medicinal cannabis.
Wow, they did the recreational first.
Yes.
What was the political motivation? Because they were, I think, the world's first country to do this.
Yes, our former president, he decided to change something. So the first step, okay, let's legalize the recreational to see if this helps for the security issue. So this is a government policy, and we are one of the companies in charge of implementing.
I should have mentioned, actually, Portugal has gone down this road as well as Uruguay. But so what was the motivation, though, to reduce crime, to take it out of the hands of criminals?
Yes, because they want to give the customers to Uruguayan a high-quality product. That's the aim of this all. So the idea here is, okay, let's choose two companies that they are going to allow to us to have a low-cost producer, so they are competitive with the price with the illegal markets, but a high-quality one.
So you are going to grow it for the Uruguay government?
Yes.
And then how will it be sold?
Well, we produce, we distribute to the pharmacies, and the government then pays us.
Oh, through drugstores, regular pharmacies?
Yes.
But say people want it for recreational, they'll just go into the pharmacy and buy it? They won't need a prescription?
No, well, they need to register. They work like they have to put your fingerprint, and they are going to be able to buy up to 10 grams per week, so that's 40 grams per month.
Oh, so you have to register with the government if you want to become a recreational user.
You need to be older than 18 years old.
18?
Yes.
So they didn't decide to go with 25 or something like that?
They did the same that here yesterday, the independent report, so to have a guidance to understand the market size, the customer, the expectations, and from that moment, they move forward and they start implementing.
But it's not going to be sold in regular corner stores or specialized dispensaries, it's just in regular pharmacies.
Exactly. Yes.
That's interesting, because of course we in Canada are still trying to decide how we're going to market this stuff. I was reading coverage of you. You come from the financial services industry.
Yes.
Apparently one of the big fears before you got into this was, what were you going to tell your wife's parents? They're very conservative, Guillermo.
I was about to get married, so it was a very special, because to my father-in-law I was going to steal his daughter and turning from the financial industry after 10 years to the cannabis industry. But he finally understands that this is an amazing opportunity for me. This is the next international commodity. So for me, it's a great opportunity to move forward.
Now, what can Canada learn from what Uruguay has done? Did Uruguay make any mistakes, for example?
No, Uruguay was a long process. It took more than 5 years, but I believe that Canada is doing really good, because they request this independent report to understand what people are demanding here, what they are expecting, and from that moment move on. And I believe that all countries all around the world, they are seeing Uruguay as a role model, because it's the first country.
Yeah. Now, but your production cost, you reckon, will be as low as $1 a gram?
Yes, it's going to be about 60 cents. Why that? Because Uruguay is an agribusiness country. So for us, it's normal to grow crops. So from that moment, we have a large license land package to produce. So we have a recreational facility that will allow us to produce up to 10 tons per year. And then we have another facility that is 100 acres to produce hemp for industrial purposes and medicinal purposes. Right,
for nutritional, from the seed and all that stuff.
Exactly, from the seeds, from the hemp oil.
Yeah.
But the medicinal, right now in South America, we have Brazil, that 4 months ago, they allowed the consumption, but not the production, of the cannabis for medicinal purposes.
Okay.
Argentina, 2 weeks ago, they moved forward to legalize the same, the consumption, but not the production. So we are there, our neighbors, with a market size of 260 million people around us. We are part of the Mercosur, that is a trade common market, and we are a low-cost producer. So that's where we are moving forward, and why we went public this week, and our stock is going up.
And just very tightly, very quickly, you couldn't list in America. It looks like the exchanges aren't welcoming cannabis listings yet. So you decided to go for Toronto?
Yes, because the Toronto Stock Exchange has been in place much like the mining, oil and gas industry, the marketplace choice for several cannabis licensed producers. Mm-hmm. And also we have several Canadian institutional investors that they feel very comfortable with the Toronto Stock Exchange. So we gave them the possibility to diversify their cannabis allocation.
Okay, and of course you're listed on the Venture Exchange, and the symbol is ICC. Thanks so much, Guillermo.
Thanks to you, Andrew.
And Guillermo Delmonte has been our guest. He's the CEO of International Cannabis, which just listed on the TSX Venture Exchange.